No, I got to be honest with you. My disconnect from social media right now, with the exception of being just strictly on Minds, has been amazing right now. It is just, it's like, it's hard to explain.
So you left Facebook primarily. You actually
went through
and
and deleted my account permanently after 12 years. And you see a lot of people on social media talk about, they complain all the time about censorship and people getting banned, the president getting, his Twitter account removed and all this and all that.
Right.
And you continuously keep hearing this, people just griping and bitching about being censored, but yet they never do anything about it, and they still continue using that same platform that they're complaining about. And I said, you know what? I've been in that same position before. I've been that same person that would sit there and bitch about, being censored.
Right.
And I never did anything. So
just kept bitching.
I just kept bitching about it.
Doesn't
because
that drive you nuts? When you hear that from other people.
In my frame of mind, I kept thinking to myself, I know you liked that, didn't you?
I like that.
That little pun.
Thanks.
To me, it was always Twitter, it was Instagram, and it was Facebook. Those were your big three.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, well, I don't really want to open up another account. And this was a conversation that I had earlier, with Becky, and I explained to her, I said, the problem we're running into now is that there's so many different social media apps.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different messaging apps. And you're trying to navigate your friends through these channels of where to go, and then not everybody's going to follow because they like one better than the other. Some people like Gab, some people like MeWe, some people like Parler, some people like Minds. Yeah. So you can't get everybody into one central location like you used to, because that's where we all migrated, was either to Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook.
Yeah.
But what we're seeing now is this uprising of smaller, alternative networks, and it's spread everybody out.
And they're promptly being shut down.
Right, which is good. But what led to my decision to go ahead and, not deactivate, but delete my account was I needed to stop being such a hypocrite and bitching about being censored while using the same platform that was doing that to me. Yeah. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and back up all my files, my videos, my photos, and just walk away from Facebook. I don't think people really understand how much control that social media platform has, a grip on your jugular when it comes to things that you just, it's like a drug. We've often talked about that. Yeah. And it's just, you got to break that habit of getting that needle out of your arm, that is Facebook.
And the way that they block you, it's not like they just straight up shut down your account. They'll give you this little 30-day, hit on the wrist, or they'll take away some functionality or something like that. And it kind of reminds me, again, I keep comparing it to a bad relationship that you stick around for just because the sex is good.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of somebody that, like Facebook will sit there and just slap you right in the face. And you'll start crying and breaking down, and then the Facebook will be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Come on back.
They have a
Come
way.
see what we got."
They have this way of keeping you, like, on the short leash.
Yeah,
they get you far enough out there to where you're just like, I've had enough. They reel you back in.
And did you ever notice? And I know they control the algorithm, so people see what they want to see.
Right.
But have you ever noticed that your welcome back posts, like after you've been banned for 30 days? Gets a lot of interaction. There's a lot of good feeling that comes with that.
It's almost like
it's hitting that good feeling sensation, like, oh,
right.
Cool, wow, people missed me.
The way I can kind of describe it is, you remember when you were a kid and you got grounded?
Yeah.
And you couldn't see your friends, you couldn't use this, the phone. This was back before cell phones. God, I'm old. Actually not that old, but you have this sense of you've lost all touch with the reality. You have no contact with your friends, no way, shape, or form, because you're in your room, you're grounded.
Yeah.
But then as soon as you're like counting down to those days of coming out of your room and being able to go outside and play with your friends and pick up the phone and make plans to go places, and it's just like, have people ever thought about it? I mean, Facebook is like your parent. They're just grounding you, and then you got to stick it out until the end of the groundation, and then it's just like, okay, yay, I'm out. And then, of course, you get a lot of people that get on there, and they're just bragging about it, and I'm like, this is childish, man. Come on. This has gotten a bit too much for me, but no, I went ahead and permanently deleted my account. Actually, I went a step further, and I've deleted now Telegram. I have deleted now Discord.
Yeah.
I've deleted Instagram.
I'm really upset with you about Discord, because I need you over there, buddy.
I know you do, but
that's our Unfriend Mind community.
Here's the thing, though. Is that this has made my life so much simpler, and I've had more time to focus on doing a lot of editing for the show. I've been putting out a lot of content, which is good because it keeps me focused, and I'm not constantly getting these notifications from Facebook. Now, I have become recently very active on Minds. I've been on there for a while, but after we've talked to Bill Ottman and we've better understood his platform and the direction in which he's going, I am super stoked about that. This is one social media platform that I will keep pushing for him because we're friends with him. We've gotten a chance to get to know the man. He's a really good guy, and he's really passionate about what he's doing and what he's developing. So, but yeah, no, it's been just a nice little walk in the park. You know, it's like hearing the birds chirp and sitting outside and your phone's not going off.
I'll tell you what, if you're concerned about phone notifications and just get back on Discord, we can turn off all of the notifications except for the admin channel that I need to communicate with you through.
There's text messages, man.
But that's not part of it. That's not,
and here's the other thing too.
It's okay.
I know I do a lot of the sharing before the show, which takes a lot, alleviates a lot of what you've got to do because you got a million other things to do before we go live or even do pre-records. But, there's a lot going on in the world. And I think sometimes it's kind of nice to take a break, kind of take a step back and breathe a little bit because.
And then kind of reintegrate slowly.
Yeah.
As you're
I think that's
ready.
a healthy process for a lot of us. And I think that's what we need to do. And what I've been doing here lately, especially over on Minds on my news feed, I've been posting more things that are not so much political because after a while, when you start to get integrated with that, it becomes depressing. And I'm just not feeling it right now.
Yeah.
So
no, I get it.
I'm posting pictures of ducks that come into my home and want to eat food.
So before